So welcome back to another FIFA 23 video. Today we're talking about the things I hate in FIFA career mode this year. It's one of my favorite videos to make every year. I get to vent, I get to release some frustration out on this mode. We're going to be talking about a few things that annoy me and a few things EA could do better in the future. If you do enjoy today's video, please leave a like for me, it always helps, and make sure you subscribe for more FIFA 23 videos. Now the first thing I don't like in career mode this year is something to do with the players a real manager feature. Obviously, it's a good feature to have in the game when the managers have real faces. If they don't have real faces, it's something you're not going to like. Look at Arteta there. Doesn't even look like him. Generic face for a popular man. And then we've also got other managers here like O'Neill. And also, if we go to the other leagues, that's where it's sort of worse. Look at this. Only one manager from the French league, and that's the PSG guy. One manager from the Bundesliga. What can you do there? And you've got more managers in the third Bundesliga. And I don't know, one manager there. And in the main one, there's nothing. Anyway, India, there's a lot. And also the Serie A, there's a lot of generic guys as well. So you're not really getting the real deal with this feature. There's only 30 real faces or something like that. And there's over 350 managers to choose from. So a lot of them are going to be generic. And whenever I see a generic manager, especially like Ten Hag or something, I just think straight away, I'm better off just creating my own guy instead of using a generic Ten Hag. Look at this. Doesn't look good at all. Look at that. If I see a generic guy, I'll just create my own guy instead of using this. But the feature is only good if the managers are actually real. So take what you want out of that. There's a lot of limitations and there's a lot of generic faces here. That's what I don't like. Another thing I don't like in career mode this year is in the create a club section. So you can create your team, of course. You do everything you could do last year. You pick a team to replace. You select your rival, blah, blah, blah. And now we talk about the kits. So obviously this year they let us customize a third kit and goalkeeper kit. And that sounds like a great feature. And it is for the third kit only. Look at this. Third kit is nice. You get to pick Adidas designs. You've got the Nike ones coming soon. Umbros there. Look at that. And then we've also got to talk about the goalkeeper kit because that's also new. But look at this. What's with all the generic jerseys? How can your team have an Adidas kit and your goalkeeper's going to rock around in a $10, Walmart goalkeeper jersey? I don't understand. This is the jersey you wear when all your other proper kits are in the wash. Literally. I don't understand why they do this. They could have had Nike, they could have had Adidas, Umbro, anything. Instead, we've got the generic ones and it doesn't look good at all. I guess they'll probably add that as a brand new feature next year. One thing I don't like this year is the prize money for preseason. This year, it's become a 3-game league. Whoever finishes on top gets the prize money. Before, you could sim a tournament and sort of get prize money even if you didn't win. So let's say we pick something here, 1.1 million, and I'll basically sim the tournament. So we go to the calendar here very quickly. We've got the 3 games there, and it does start a few weeks later than usual compared to last year, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. It's only a 3-game league. There's no finals, no semi-finals and stuff. So the tournament is over. Let's see how we went. And we actually came first. Okay, so you come first and you get the prize money. So as you can see, the prize money right there, 1.175. But this is what happens when you don't win it. As you can see, we came last. And if I back out here and I check my inbox, we should not get any prize money. So nothing, look at this. No prize money whatsoever, not even $50. In FIFA 22 preseason, you could come last in the group stages, get eliminated from the tournament like we did with Southampton. But if I go and check my notifications, you'll still get prize money. Look at that, 1.1 million added to the transfer budget. Now the reason why I don't like it in FIFA 23 is because if you don't win the tournament, you don't get any money for your transfer budget. Any little bit helps. £1 million is £1 million at the end of the day, and I don't know why we don't get any little bit of prize money anymore. So for teams that use generic stadiums in career mode, when you start your save, you can customize your ground, so you can pick from any generic grounds. There's some with 4,000 capacity all the way up to maybe 53, 55, 68 as well, so there is a bit of variety here in the generic grounds. You can even change the name if you want. Now that's all nice. You can even do the stands as well. My only gripe with this feature is that you cannot upgrade the stadiums. Like you can't upgrade your stands, and that's something I would like to see. So let's say instead of starting in a ground with 50 or 60,000, you'll pick a stadium which maybe has an upgradable feature where EA designs a stadium that you can upgrade the stands with, and you spend a bit of money and you can upgrade each part as you make more money. So let's say you pick a stadium with 4,800 and EA has given you the ability to upgrade it if you make more money in the game. So we'll start our save with this, and basically after one season I'll sim and then I'll come back. Alright, so the start of Season 2 lets you customize your club once again. Every season you can do it once at the beginning. So let's say we have the current stadium that we picked from Season 1. let's say you could upgrade the stands now. You made a bit of money throughout the season. Imagine if you could upgrade individual stands instead of just the seat color and the stadium color. It would have been nice. Instead, the only way to upgrade your ground is to completely change it. So you would go from Octagon to maybe Stadion Nadir. I don't know. For me, I would like actual stands that I could upgrade instead of changing stadiums. Alright, so we're back on New Star Manager, I believe. And we've got a stadium here. And as you can see, we've got the stand thing that you can upgrade. And as you pass each level, it costs, I think, coins to upgrade them. You can basically get like a full stadium rebuild at the end of it. But you can see individual sections can get upgraded. So I think if we go to this one, look at that. Bang, you can upgrade all that. So you can see that we've got different things here for each part of the stadium, you know, different sections. Can't do that in career mode. Obviously, this is where we need to head to, you know, because it would be nice to have something that's so grassroots when you start, but then you're working your way up to a mad stadium at the end of it. I think that would be good in terms of like longevity for the game mode and stuff. Even the grass, you can start off with this really bad pitch and then upgrade to something magical. So hopefully we can get there one day, but 3 games are already doing this thing. Another thing I don't like in crew mode this year is the news tile bugs. The bugs are back again. Get the spray out because the bugs are back. The moment you load up any kind of news article, you'll start seeing arms flying around like that. I've seen it so many times, it's not even funny. Look at this, Aston Villa, you can see the guy there with the wonky arms. We have to give it a name because I think we're going to be seeing it a lot this year. There's also this one as well, Germany top Group A, but then you can see the goalkeeper's arms going wonky. It's not a good look. I mean, it's simple stuff like this that they can't even get right. It sort of scares you the first time you see it, but then you get used to it and then you start laughing every time you see it. I don't know if it's ever going to get fixed, but the news tile bugs are back and they're very annoying. We've even got this one. Goalkeeper uses his gloves to hold up the Man of the Match award. I sort of get that he might have finished the game, but you might have expected him to take off his gloves at least to accept the award. And basically the bugs are back. That's all I have to say. We've got the ones with the golden hair, the shadow bodies again, you know, same thing as last year and the year before. The golden beards, the golden hair. It is what it is, but EA needs to sort this out. Bugs are everywhere in this career mode, especially in the news tiles. So another thing I don't like in career mode is the job offer system. I think they could improve it. We're doing a Premier League save here, March 2023. We're coming first with United, as you can see, and we're probably going to push for the league title, trying to win it. The problem is, if we get to the job offer section, there is some good offers here that you just can't take, because if you decide to take them, you lose what you have with United. So you can see offers here from Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid. These are big clubs that you might want to actually go and join. But the problem is, if you take the offer now, then you lose what you have with United. You're trying to win a Premier League with United, but you take a job offer, you get sent over to Spain, and that's basically it. I think there should be a system where they have like an interim manager that, yes, you can accept the offer, but then they use an interim manager until the end of the season. There should also be another system where you can actually go and apply to clubs for a job. You know, you might want to coach a team in Australia, but you'll never get that job offer because it's basically the same sort of clubs over and over again. And based on your credentials, maybe you'll get the job or not. So yeah, I'd like a system where you can actually apply for jobs, and also ones where you can sort of take the job but join at the end of the season or start of next season. I think it's a bit dumb how you can just accept the job offer in March. You're trying to win the Premier League and then you're like, nope, sorry boys, I'm off to Spain to go and coach Real Madrid. I don't know, it doesn't really make much sense, but that's how EA does it. I think it can be improved a lot. So today will be part 1. We're going to have more parts in the future, and of course leave your suggestions for future parts as well on the things you don't like in career mode.